The local elections are less than 3.5 weeks away. The KwaZulu-Natal government says it's confident that this poll will be safe in the province. It's a crucial issue, given the history of violent attacks on ward councillors, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal in the run-up to the polls. And I'm joined now by KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala. Premier, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I know that you've received a report on the safety and security plan. There's also been the establishment of a multi-party intervention committee. Talk to me about how confident you are that it's going to be a safe poll in your province.
No, thanks. We are confident that we are going to have a peaceful elections in KwaZulu-Natal. We are working hard with all political parties to ensure that we address political intolerance between various parties that are campaigning. We have established the provincial multi-party committee at a provincial level. We are establishing the same at a district level, where we're bringing together all parties that exist in those districts. We are going to be part of the IEC signing ceremony, where all parties are expected to pledge their commitment and ensure that they follow and preserve a peace. But more than that, we have started identifying hotspots which we believe have a potential of becoming violent, and we will be placing more focus in terms of mediation, but also in terms of trying to work with the police to ensure that there is more deployment in those areas.
Talk to me about the latest on, we've seen alleged political electioneering violence already in your province. I think it was in Nanda just a few weeks ago, that drive-by shooting, 3 people killed outside an ANC branch meeting. Is this plan going to prevent that sort of random shooting? And can you give me the latest on that investigation?
Indeed, the investigation is going on with regard to the issue of Inanda, where 3 people were killed in the election process, where the ANC was going to select its candidate. We have identified such areas as part of hotspots where elections and even the campaigning might be disrupted or even have violence. And that's why we are insisting that through the multi-party committees, we must reach to all political parties and ensure that they are coordinated when they campaign in such areas. But also, we need to ensure protection during the election day itself. And that's what we will be doing, planning for that and ensure that when people go to vote, they are protected whilst they are in the voting station and the surrounding areas.
Which are the hotspot areas that you're most concerned about in KwaZulu-Natal?
Well, hotspots areas will be areas like the one you have mentioned, such as Inanda. Hotspots areas will be some of the hostels around Durban. Hotspots areas will be other areas in the northern part of KwaZulu-Natal, such as Ulundi. And those are areas, Ulundi and Umsinga. And those are areas we will be paying more focus and ensure that we stabilize the area, all of those areas to allow free campaigning by political parties.
All right. Of course, we've seen Phoenix being the centre of focus this week, and that, of course, was sparked by the Democratic Alliance's posters, which they have now taken down. The message, of course, reading, "The DA calls you racist, we call you heroes." But that has raised anger within that community, because a lot of people in the Phoenix area, which is an Indian area, are saying we have been doing so much to actually try and repair relations with our black neighbours. Can you talk to me about whether there are any concerns around Phoenix, or is this poster incident just an unfortunate incident that the community will move past pretty quickly?
It is such unfortunate that the Democratic Alliance will employ a racist tactic in order to gain electoral support. It's not just opportunism, but it is barbaric in essence. Nobody should use such painful experiences to gain vote. We want to say it's uncalled for and it was unfortunate. It's not expected to happen in any part of this country. But more than that, we would want to commend the community of Phoenix, eNCA, and Amawoti areas for the work that we've done with them to firstly bring perpetrators to books. The perpetrators of the Phoenix massacre are still arrested. Some have not received the bail, and we would want to insist that there must be consequences, and we want to see the law taking its course. But more than that, we thank the leaders, community leaders of Phoenix, community leaders of Amawoti areas and Bambai. They've came together. We established the committee, the peace committee that is working with us. We have held a number of programs that seek to bring together those communities that include the sports tournament, especially the soccer tournament between the communities of these different areas. Secondly, the second one was the peace walk we held from Phoenix to Bambai, attended by communities from both sides. We will be unveiling a peace monument in December, which will entail the names of all victims that suffered and died during that painful unrest of July.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to us this evening. KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala there.